Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Forgotten Vehicles. Last episode I challenged you to find Laster that I hidden 3 times within the cinematic. And to my surprise, a lot of you actually got it right, so maybe next time I have to make it a bit more difficult. But the 3 locations were the following. In the crowd over here, behind the bench over here, and the last but not least, hiding in the bushes over here. There's one person who got all the timestamps first, which is a name I cannot pronounce, so I'm not going to bother because I will butcher it. If you're ever in one of my Twitch streams, be sure to let me know in the chat so I can give you your gift subscription. In this episode, there is another 3 Easter eggs to find, just regular Easter eggs like before. If you want to win yourself a Twitch subscription on my Twitch page, then be the first one to get all 3 Easter eggs in the comment section down below. With all that out of the way, let's start today's episode about the Z-Type. A vehicle that is pronounced in 2 different ways depending on what side of the world you're from. It's either Z-Type or Z-Type. Whatever you might prefer, we both know what we're talking about. The Z-Type was first released on October 1st, 2013 with the launch of GTA Online. It was immediately available for those who were interested in purchasing it. It came in at a relatively high price for its time, for $950,000, just $50,000 shy of the infamous Adder. And back in the day, this used to not only be the fastest sports classic car, but also the fastest car when it comes to top speed overall. Nowadays though, it sits at 13th place within Bruffy's testing list, so it's definitely has dropped down a few positions. Regardless, I do think it's one of the better looking cars within the game, and it's also an iconic vehicle as well, because for those who don't know, this is actually a returning vehicle from GTA 2. When I first saw the car, I was like, oh wow, that's so neat, because I recognized the name from GTA 2, but obviously there was never a 3D model of the car. When it comes to the customization of this thing, there is of course, as always with the launch vehicles, not too much to it. You can change the grille, give the headlights a cover, change the hood, and also add some skirts. So again, not that much customization on it, but that's fine because the car itself is already a very stylish car to begin with. So personally I used to own a Z-Type as well, but as the time went on and I got more and more broke and realized that I didn't really play that much sports classic races, I was like, hey, you know what? I could do with the extra cash, and then I got rid of it. But what are your memories with the Z-Type? Did you own one at one point? Do you think that it's one of the nicer looking vehicles in the game? Or do you think it's absolutely abysmal? You don't see why anyone would ever want to own something like this? Let me know in those comments down below. Thank you so very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and I'll see you all later.
And remember, respect is everything.